All right, perfect. Welcome everybody. We have 4 minutes left until 1:30 a.m. Eastern. 4 minutes left over here. So we're just gonna wait to see until everyone comes in over here, and then we'll see if we can get if we can get some moves happening at this time. Obviously, I'm in pound yen buys. I'm looking to add more positions as we continue bullish over here. I'm looking at for price to break above 153.900. This is what I'm looking at, right? Because look, we broke above. Man, there's something in my eye over here. Hold on, let me get rid of it. All right, perfect. So we broke above 153.750. We broke above this area. We're starting to consolidate here before the around pre-London. We're trying to consolidate at this point. So I'm really looking to see if we're going to get a further break above 153.920 here or not. Because if you can get a break above 153.920, looking to the left hand side, we have clean ranges going all the way up towards 154.200. We can look on the 4-hour time frame. Looks pretty nice for this 4-hour to continue up. Looking at the 1-hour time frame as well, the same thing. But the only problem is the 4-hour candle just started 30 minutes ago, right? We just started 30 minutes ago, so we're unsure whether we will dip down to make a lower wick, or are we gonna create a support on the 30-minute and then continue moving up. That's what we're unsure about. Same thing happened with gold. Gold broke above 1799, broke above 1800, moved up. It looks like we might come down to do a retracement to continue moving bullish. I have a few positions running at this time. I have a position running on pound yen right here. I have a position running on gold right here for price to continue up. Took this trade based off of the 15-minute time frame. Once we broke above at this point, we're moving up right here now. Closed partial positions here. So you can see closed partial position 26, closed 35 at this point. So letting the rest run to see if we're going to continue moving up or if we can add more positions to these buys on both pairs. Right, we got 1 minute left for the candle to close. Gulag is here. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the London stream. Oh, someone's typing in Tamil. Good morning. I'm from South Africa. Good morning. Good morning. 4-hour not a rejection. I'm not sure which pair you're talking about. All right. Let's take a look at GU. How come you're doing London session? Because this is the time that suits me best right now at this point. Okay. 4-hour. Yeah, it is in a rejection area over here. So the only thing I'm looking at is that are we gonna, if we don't respect the support at 153.840, then obviously we can continue down and correct this move up, right? Obviously, and then we can take a look on the 4-hour and say that okay, the reason why we're moving down is because we have rejections here to the left hand side. But if we do create this support, at 153.840, 850, and we respect it and we start breaking above 153.900, 920, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving up. See, the new 30-minute candle just started. So what I'm going to do is on this new 30-minute candle, the buy I have, I'm going to bring my stop loss above this, below the 30-minute candle. Yeah, I'm going to bring it below the 30-minute candle. Because if we break this support on the 30-minute, right over here, if we break this support, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving down, right? If we break this support. But we need price to continue moving up and break above this resistance for it to continue bullish. Looks like gold is still moving up over here, up about 30 pips at this point, which is not too bad, pretty good. Would want to see some sort of a retracement on gold to add a position. I think that's going to be ideal, but at this point, just waiting. Can you explain your gold entry? Yeah, for sure. So gold broke above 1795. You can see we had this clean drive up, right? Obviously, like, you know, wasn't able to execute on this, so we're like, okay, whatever. and then price started to consolidate. Once price starts consolidating, you have to understand whenever we're consolidating, there's a very high probability we will either break to the upside or we will break to the downside, right? We understand that. Now, how do we know that price is going to break to the upside when price is consolidating? Pretty easy. Number one, we keep in mind, are we moving in a high volume time at that point? And when we look at the charts right over here, we can see how we consolidated, created resistance, candle moved up, bullish candle, indicating really high bullish volume. Now we needed the next candle to break this high to continue up. What did the next candle do? Closed bearish. What the one after that do? Closed bullish, hence creating a resistance right over here, right? When the candle after that broke above the highs, this was sort of like an indication that, okay, if we're breaking above the highs and not really creating a lower wick at that point, what's the probability we may continue this move up, right? What's the probability that we may continue moving bullish if we're breaking above the highs to the left and we're not creating a lower wick? So that's where the entry was taken at that point. Stops were kept below the candle right here in case it came down, so now I'm just waiting for it to kind of like, create some sort of a support or a retracement to continue driving price up towards 1805. Because if you look on the 4-hour time frame to the left hand side, you see we have clean candles here to the left hand side, right? You look at the 1-hour time frame, looking to the left, we have clean candles going all the way up towards 1804, 1805. So I think with volume coming into pre-London and London Open, we can potentially get that move up to 1805. See this? Pound yen, closed pound yen right here in a little bit of profits there. So all I'm looking for at this point is waiting for a potential break above 153.940. That's it. That's all what I'm waiting for right now. Break above 153.940 for price to continue moving bullish. That's all what I want. How come yesterday I have no volume on gold and pound yen? Because it was a bank holiday for the New York. It was the 4th of July. I live in the US and I use my home country to register in doing markets. Yes. What type of candle do you look for as confirmation? So in this area, for buys, I'd be looking for a candle to kind of like close probably like this. This is what I'm going to be waiting for a candle to close like this, and then I'm going to be executing on the next candle to continue moving bullish, if that happens, So we're just waiting at this point. As price is coming down over here, we need to see how big this range is. Now, if someone's trying to get in the sell for price to go down, you need to measure this range, right? This is a 11 pip range, 11, 10, 11, 12 pip range. This is a no-go at this point. This is a non-tradable range, right? The range is way, way, way too small. Just know we miss you. You being live, just know that. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. So, yeah. Oh, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is... Okay, let's do this. In Zoom you can send the full link and we can open it. Potential buys above 153.920, potential sells below 153.840, makes sense. Price coming down, so I guess we need to indicate how far we can move till, right? Because like this is the area where price may only come down to, so you got to measure how big this range is. Yeah, we're coming down over here. So this is the area where we may come down till on pound yen. But if you look at where the volume is bullish, right? We came up back in 1st July, we came up to the same point, we rejected it, came back down, we're coming back up again at this point. Now, whenever price creates a high, or whenever price retests a high after a few days, there's a high probability price is going to retest that same high, right? So if price came up towards 153.920 and it's coming down, all I'm looking for is for price to create a support to be able to take a buy for price to continue moving up. That's all what I'm looking for. So if we continue dropping, let's say we drop till 153.750 and we create support, I think that's going to be a very good analysis to take buys to retest the high at 153.920. Right? I'm not interested in the sells at all. My bias is buys. The reason The biggest reason why is the daily candle is bullish, the 4-hour candles are bullish, the 1-hour candle, 1-hour market structure is bullish. Now here's the thing, right? You got to look at the high time frame candles. If they're bullish, then you're looking at market structure on the lower time frame candles, right? So high time frame daily, 4-hour, both bullish. 1-hour candles are not bullish, but the market structure is bullish, right? Look at the 30-minute time frame, the market structure is bullish. So all I'm waiting for is either for price to respect the support and break above, or break down to create a support and then continue moving up. That's it. How much lot size on a $15,000 account? That's all up to you, buddy. I mean, you want to use what, 10 lots, 15 lots, 2 lots, 3 lots, 5 lots? It's all up to you. You got to manage your risk at the end of the day. You got to understand that if you're taking, we hear a lot of noise from your microphone. I don't know. Oh yeah, we got the we got the central cooling running. We got the central cooling running. That's why maybe you may hear some noise in the background. You're lucky it's not loud today. On the daily time frame for gold, there's a double bottom which looks the gold will be bullish for long. Daily. Yes, we're in a clean range area. I mean, I think there's clean range till 1805, 1806. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, same idea. Going straight up. The only problem is that the previous 4-hour candle closed with no wick on the top, and we know whenever a candle closes with no wick on the top, there's a probability that price may go the opposite way, right? Because there's no range over here. But there's also a probability it can continue moving up. Did Jeevan and you swapped shows? No, Jeevan went to New York session because I went to London session. Just joking, he's a good friend of mine though. Are we going to have live trading every night? Yeah, planning on to. Sometimes, I get some sort of, there's some challenges, but I try to do it every night. You took a gold buy? Yes, I am in gold buys. Yeah, so, oh, why is this so far away? So far away. Let's fix this terminal here. Type buy. Yeah, closed pound yen and just in gold buys at this point. Anticipating price to continue moving up till, I would say, 1805, 1806. I think that's going to be good. Somewhere over here. Somewhere up over there, 1806, 1805. How can we use magic keys? Well, first you need to purchase it, and second, you need to install it, and then you can use it. Can you explain how to understand probability of trades going your way, and how to identify those winning trades, winning probabilities? I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, right? So first of all, let's say you're looking for buys on pound yen, right? Let's hypothetically say you're looking for buys on pound yen. Now, if you have a candle closing above 153.920, right? Your intuition says that, okay, if we're closing above all these candles to the left-hand side, what's the probability we're going to continue moving up? Just ask yourself that question. And you're going to say, okay, there's a high probability we're going to continue moving up. That's it. And then you just execute on that trade. And when you execute on that trade, you know there's a high probability of winning, but also there's a lower probability of losing as well. Because what if the next candle, it moves up and then it starts to come down back in the range and stops you out, right? Do you look at that and say, oh, I'm a loser? Or do you look at that and say, okay, well, I had confirmation, I executed on my confirmation, and maybe this move down was just the probability of this trade not working out. That's it, right? The main thing is just to wait for that confirmation. The other thing I'm looking for is that if, let's say, for example, price comes down right over here, right? It comes down at this point, and then what happens is that we start creating a support. If we start creating a support, then I know, okay, maybe this move down is a retest of this level that we broke earlier. Maybe this move down is a retest, and now there's a high probability for price to continue moving up. So then I'm going to execute at that point as well. So that's how you're measuring probabilities. So just waiting at this point. There's no trade at this point on pound yen. All right, let's take a look at this chart. This is GBP AUD, 32 pip range, sells below 1 point. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Perfect. You know, we got this. We got the support right over here. You're waiting for price to break below the support. You got clean candles through the left hand side. Makes perfect sense for price to continue down. Do you wait for a close above or impulse entry? Close above. I'm going to be waiting for a close above this area, because look, previously price went above and came back in the range. So I'm waiting for price to kind of like close above and then continue on. I've been with you in New York sessions for a year. Really miss the New York sessions. Would you say trying to join the London session would be a good thing? It is. I mean, but also you got to understand, will trading London session be okay for your lifestyle? You know, the way you're like, you know, handling life at this point. Would that work out? You know, that's the whole thing. Would trading London session work out for you? Ideally, you know, for me right now, London session works perfectly, because in the morning time, businesses here don't open till 12 p.m. You know, so I can put that time towards trading here. But in the afternoon time, when it's a New York session, then I'm kind of busy, you know, got things to do. Do you like your new trading schedule? Yes, it works perfectly. Play some music, bro. It's boring AF. I am playing music here. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Yeah, and the gulag. You guys should be able to hear it. Do you take trades solely based on double bottoms? No. No double bottoms. No double bottoms. The strategy, it's not about strategy. It's about reading what the candles are saying. That's all what it is about. You know, like, what do you think the candles are printing and telling you right now? So if we look at pound yen right over here, right? So it took a buy down here, closed some profits right over here, and then closed the entire position at this point. So price action is basically the way candles move. So what I'm looking at is, I'm looking for price to break above 153.920 and then try to execute a buy for price to continue up. And if that happens during pre-London or London Open, then I think that's going to be a pretty good trade for the London session to continue bullish. That's all what I'm waiting for over here. Already secured a healthy profit, so I'm letting a runner run on gold at this point. How much retracement do you expect on gold? How much retracement? See, if that happens, probably till 1800s. If we can come down to tap into 1800s, I think that's going to be pretty awesome for price to continue bullish. Because if we top out at 1802, then the retracement down to 1800 is going to be around 28, 29 pips, you know, and then we can wait for candle formations to continue up. The way Roger teaches how to trade is literally the simplest way you can trade. Oh man, thank you, too kind. At the end of the day, you just gotta wait. Just gotta wait for the candle to close. See this on a 30-minute time frame? All I'm waiting is to see if this candle will close above 153.920 for price to continue moving up. That's all what I'm waiting for. What's this? Good morning. I want to shift to Pakistan. To you, have any tips? My biggest tip is, if you want to shift to Pakistan, is to have a goal. You know, if you're not going to have a goal, I think it's going to be really, really, really difficult to, like, you know, really try to manage yourself. So you need to have a goal. Like, what's your goal? Why you want to move to another country? Or why you want to do certain things? Why do you want to make money? You know, like, a lot of people don't want to make money, right? So you got to ask yourself, why? Why do you want to make money? Like, what's the reason? Just to store it, have it, invest it for what? You know, most people, they don't have goals on why they want to make money, or why they want to trade. So you got to have goals. Just going to post a link here. All right, let's take a look at this chart. This is GU, looking for sells in the higher time frame, waiting for confirmation to go short. Perfect. Perfecto. So you're looking at some confirmations. I think if you're looking at some confirmations, you may want to look at, I'd say, the 4-hour, because ideally you want to look for some sort of a resistance to the left hand side, right? So if you look on the 1-hour time frame, looking to the left hand side, we do see prices coming up to some sort of a minor resistance level over here, some sort of a consolidation at 1.38900-ish area. So those rejections may help you understand that, okay, if we're getting a rejection on the lower time frame, then slowly the lower time frames can build up the overall higher time frame and get to that move. First time in the gulag and I'm nervous. Well, you're not in the gulag. Not in the gulag. The support at the retracement that you're waiting for, if it's happened 15-minute support, is it okay on only 30-minute support? Ideally, I would want it on 30-minute support. 15-minute is weak confirmation time frame, so I try to, like, you know, do it on the 30-minute time frame. Do you need to trade sessions if you're more of a swing trader? Take entries based on 4 and 1 hour? Yes, yes, you can. You can definitely do that. You know, if you're swing trading, obviously you're looking at the daily time frames, you're looking at the 4-hour time frames, and yeah, like, you know, just focusing on the higher time frames, understanding how basically candles are forming is going to work best for you. Octa FX is the best broker in Canada. That's perfect. Pretty high spreads over there though. Are you planning to trade gold? Yes, I'm already in a gold position, anticipating it to kind of, like, you know, retrace and then try to enter another position for price to continue up. So we'll see what happens. Actually waiting for pound yen over here as well. We're slowly moving into pre-London volume, so I think it could be a pretty good move here today. Rahul Verma, Mr. Rahul. Sir, what things you see before taking trade? As I mean currency strength. I don't look at currency strength. Actually, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this Chinese indicator over here. So, okay, perfect. So it's saying pound is strong, dollar is weak, right? Which makes sense with pound USD moving up. Yen is close, so it's kind of like non-existent at this point. So I would still think, now right now we're consolidating, right? Just like how what happened on gold. Look, on gold we moved up, consolidated, and then we moved up. Pound yen, we moved up, we're consolidating, we're waiting for a candle to close above this area to move up. So just waiting at this point. Waiting. How do you overcome the fear that you're going to lose a trade after you have already some winning trades and profits? You just don't think about the outcome. Just don't think about the outcome, because the more you think about the outcome, the more hesitant you're going to be to take the trade. That's all what it is at the end of the day. Don't think about the outcome. Like, all I'm thinking about is for price to break above 153, 930, 940, whatever that is, and execute, right? If it stops me out, then, you know, then I'll accept it as a probability of price not working, you know, or I'll accept it as a probability of the trade not moving in my direction, and that probability is really, really small. Do you think it's good to trade 8+ pairs? No. 1 or 2 pairs, that's it. Maximum 3. Maximum 3. Because here's the thing, currency pairs are like people, right? The more you focus on 1 or 2 currency pairs, the more you're going to get to know them. If you got 4, 5, 6 girlfriends at a time, you're going to be in a problem for a very, very long time, because you won't be able to figure out how to deal who with what, you know? So when you have like 1 or 2 pairs at your disposal, you have a lot of time to kind of, like, you know, work around it. You have time to study it. You have time to understand that how it moves in certain times of the day, in certain sessions. It's really, really, really important. And this is the reason why I only focus on pound yen and I only focus on gold. because I need to understand that, okay, how gold moves in certain sessions, how gold doesn't move, if it ranges, why is it ranging, all the fundamentals around it. It works like that from all the time. Quote from Luke Longmire. Luke Longmire was a part of the Forex family. That's where he started his trading career. I was a player back in the days. I take it. Alright. Let's see here. Opus trading billions using just candles is not an easy task when you're trading big money. You're going to have a hard time getting your orders filled. I'm yet to see Ray Dalio watching charts. When someone talks about Ray Dalio versus someone who has a $100 account, I don't think you guys understand the amount of wealth there is present in those hedge funds, right? When you talk about $1 billion is not a couple of $1 million. It's $1,000 million. $1,000 million is $1 billion. When you're at that fund level, you're not looking at charts. You have quants trading for you. You have algorithms trading for you. You have people programming algorithms, looking at algorithms the way they trade. You don't have people watching charts. So I don't think anyone. I don't know. That's sort of like a wishful thinking at that point. Do you put stop loss below 4-hour candle when you swing trade? Yes. So right now I'm just waiting for price to break above this area. See, now this is a perfect example of overthinking. After breaking above 153.940, are you still going to wait for a retest? No. Once we get a break, or once I get a break, remember there's no we, there's only me, there's you, and everyone else around you, right? So if I get a break above this area like this, ideally like this, or maybe ideally, let's say like this, I'm going to wait for the next candle to break above the high to execute a trade. That's all what I'm going to wait for. So we're just waiting at this point. We got about 6 minutes left for the candle to close, and we'll see how it closes. Are you worried about the 154 resistance? No, I'm not worried about. There is no resistance at 154. Where do you see that resistance? All I see is, look to the left hand side. Only thing you see is 965, 962, and we're anticipating volume to continue driving price up. Oh my, oh my. Gold is on its way to 1805. Crazy. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, I think we can tap 1805. Running at about 42 pips at this point on gold. There's a solid move here on gold. Probably going to move my stops below the 15-minute candle right here. Secure some profits. How is gold right now? Gold is bullish. If you think money as time, $1 million is 12 days, but $1 billion is 31 years. Yes, that's true. What's my spread on gold? It's almost 2 pips, 1.5, 1.2, 1.4. You can see the spread right here. It's 1.4 right now. 1.1, oh nice, 1.5. So it's kind of like, it's a variable spread, Pound yen is 1.3, sometimes gold goes to 2, so it's variable. IBM is 1, Euro JPY 0.4. So yeah, not too bad. Okay, I've come to the realization that I just need to take the setup. I see I'm too scared sometimes. Yeah, man, just got to take the setup. I mean, think about it. Whenever I used to be afraid at the same time too. Whenever I used to think about a trade, or whenever I used to plan a trade, I would get scared thinking that, oh, what if it doesn't work? And then the way I overcome that phase was to know that, okay, even if it doesn't work, what's the worst that can happen, right? What's the worst that can happen if you're in a trade? And the worst that can happen when you're in a trade is that you're going to get stopped out. And when you get stopped out, you're going to lose exactly how much you planned on losing. If you lose what you planned on losing, that's not a bad thing because that was a plan. The bad thing is when you revenge trade and when you try to make back those losses by over trading. That's the bad part about trading, and a lot of people can't, like, can't control that. Hey Raja, can we use dominion markets from Nigeria? Yes. Buys on gold 17.99 before 4-hour closing didn't make you hesitant? No. Nope, because we were broken above a level over here. We were broken above level after consolidating. So if you know, when price consolidates, it's gathering orders to break out, so we consolidated, and then after, the longer we consolidate, the bigger the breakout. So we consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles. What's up, Dad? It's been a while. Hey, son. I know, but we're back now. Pound AUD. Consolidation area, liquidity grab, continue down. Oh, nice. We got some support over here. I think if we can break below this area you have right here, we can continue on moving down till there's support at the bottom. Raja, also didn't the session time make you think twice? No. I don't think twice. I just make the decision. The more you sit and overthink, the more you're not going to be able to take a decision. So you got to just take the decision. We saw the house we liked, and we took the decision and bought it. Probably going to move in about 2 weeks. Do you think there will be consolidation after gold passes 1805? I would like to think so. I would like to have some sort of a retracement so I can enter another position and then continue up to 1805. That's what I would want to see. Does Dominion Market support bank transfer in Pakistan? Yes, we have local bank deposits available. Honestly, one of the most transparent and humble traders. Blessings. Oh, thank you, Chris. Will Dominion Markets accept Canadians in the future? So if your country is not listed during the sign-up process, you can just choose crypto and you can just continue as normal. Can you explain why gold is going uptrend? Yes, all time frames are bullish. Look at the daily. We broke above 1794. Higher time frame dictates we had clean candles through the left hand side. 4-hour time frame dictates we had clean candles through the left hand side. 1-hour time frame indicates we have clean candles through the left hand side. So what's the probability where gold will go, right? What's the probability? There's a high probability it's going to go up. Can you show your trading plan? Yes. So you're going to see the way how I trade once we start breaking above 153.920. We got about 50 seconds left for this candle to close. Can you enable $20 deposit on Dominion Market? $100 is very high for me, please. If $100 is high for you, then I'm sorry, you can't afford to trade. You got to be able to afford to trade, right? Trading is not some game. This is serious business, right? You're here to make money. You're here to learn. If you think $100 is expensive, just there are some other options as well. You can go over there that allow that, but you got to be able to afford to trade. How long do you typically keep your swing trades? Probably till like 50 pips, 60 pips. Like right now it's at 445. My target is 1805. So if I reach 1805, I'm probably going to take profits at that. Oh, damn. 60. Holy, what's going on? Closed right over here. Oh, we reached 1805. Damn, smashed the target over here. Wow, smashed it. Totally smashed it. What's next? 1806? Crazy. Damn, Daniel. Oh, 1806 is coming up over here too. What a nice analysis here. Beautiful analysis here on gold. Pound yen, on the other hand, candle closed with no wick on the top. Ideally, I would want to see this candle going down first and then breaking the high to continue up. That's where I would want to try to take a buy. Or if we can break above 153.960, this area here to continue up. Aren't you worried about 154 about resistance in our face? Simon, I think you need new reading glasses, or you need to just open your eyes and look at the chart. Where the fuck do you see 154 resistance? Where is it? Where is the rejection at 154? Let's put this area right over here, 154. Where do you see 154 rejection? Where is it? Just tell me. Show it to me. Look, go on the third. Where is it? It's not here. It's at 154 100, 154 200. I don't know where. It's like seeing a bird and saying, "Oh, that's a dinosaur." No, man. You just gotta look open. Just look. It's not there. It's not at 154. Oh no, not you, Simon. There's a guy in the gulag over here. It's a round number. Who cares if it's a round number? No one cares if it's a round number. You gotta. I mean, the price action is in our favor. If we get the confirmation, we're in a high volume time, and with high volume time, we're gonna get that break, right? Look at GU also moving up towards this resistance. Now this is the resistance here on GU. Look, this is the resistance here at 1.38950. Let's take a look at GA. Holy, GA is still moving down now. GA has broken the support. I know a bunch of people are in sells in GA, and it looks like it's coming down at this point. Can anyone tell me how to get in the Zoom? You can't yet. You can't. Alright, let's take a look at this chart. Let's see this here. Sells below the support. Looks good. Is it good enough to say it's not a problem because we recently cleaned candles high volume enough? Yeah, see now. So I was looking at this sells as well on pound yen. Let me talk about this on my chart over here. Right? I was looking at these potential sells below 153.840, right? The only problem I have with this is that, I mean, let's measure this range. It's like a 12 pip range, 12 pip range, and then you got a rejection right over here. So I don't know, you know, it's kind of like it's not that clean. I mean, even if you take a sell below this wick over here, it's like a 10 pip range minus spread. Spread is what, like 2 pips almost, 1.5 pips, so it comes down to 8.5 pip range. I mean, unless there's a lot of volume and we continue dropping down towards 153.580, then that's another thing, right? But so far we're just in this range over here. Damn, had a pretty good close over here, up at 280. Gold buys went really, really nice. You can see how this closed at 1802, right? But we really closed at 1805. So the partial position was closed at 1805, but it still shows 1802 because majority of the position was closed at 1802 right here. You can see this red arrow. Opened here, closed partials at this point, runner closed up at 1805 at 60 pips. So partials are pretty awesome. Alright, so we're coming up at this point now. Where were your gold stops? Below the order block? No, it weren't below the order block. It was below this 15-minute candle. I don't use or understand order blocks. Alright, perfect. So this is what I want to see at this point, right? If price is going to continue moving up, previous candle closed with the wick on the top. If this candle breaks its own high during this time when we have, you know, high volume at pre-London session, there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving up, break above this area, and then we're going to break above Simon's imaginary 154 resistance. Not the Simon in the Zoom, the Simon in the Gulag. You can see positions individually under order deals. Oh yes. Alright, what do you gain from sharing a secret sauce? There is no secret sauce. There is no secret sauce. Alright, we're trying to break above this area now on pound yen. Let's use a smaller lot size at this point because, okay. So if we break above this area, stop is going to be below this 30-minute candle, and we're anticipating pre-New York volume to continue driving price up. Just waiting over here. Oh, pre-London. I'm so used to saying pre-New York. Pre-London session. Dear Raja, we got a letter over here. Dear Raja, can I be able to withdraw my profits here in India from Dominion markets? Through crypto, yes. Other than that, you gotta ask Modi, man. You gotta ask Modi how to do that. He's got a lot of restrictions on you guys. Wow, GA, good on you. For everyone who's in sell zone. GA, amazing. Imagine roasting dude over a subjective thing. It wasn't subjective. I was just pointing out there was no resistance at 154. It's objective. It's not subjective. It's objective. Objectivity is which you can see something clearly. If there's a car outside my house, I can say objectively there's a car outside my house. But if I say the car outside my house is subjective, then that means it's possible, but it's not there. You know, so you got to know the difference. Can you help me analyze Euro USD? I need some help, please. Thank you. Okay, Travis, you don't have to spam the chat over here. Let's take a look here. Euro USD. I don't usually do this, but there's nothing happening at this point. Waiting for pound yen. So looking at the weekly on Euro USD, we're basically we're rejecting this area. This I think I had from last month. We're rejecting this area here in Euro USD. We're coming up to a consolidation phase on the weekly time frame. Looking at the daily, we're breaking above the previous daily candle, probably coming up. Now we got to see how far we can move bullish. Now looking on the 4-hour time frame, we're coming up to a potential resistance, but we're really bullish at this point, right? Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour is coming up to a minor resistance. I would say if you're looking for buys on Euro USD, you've basically missed the move. Realistically, what you want to say is that to wait for price to retrace a little bit and then continue moving up. Something that we want to see on gold over here, for price to retrace a little bit and then continue moving up. Let's see how far we can move up here on gold if we break above 1806. Our next target could be 1808, and then we can look at 1810. Interesting. All right, pound yen, show us the money. Break above 153.940 and then take buys. On the gold trade, what's this? On the gold trade, at what point would you have taken off risk after the hour candle closed with no wick on the top? When price comes back to entry, at one point, when it would have came back to entry point. Any broker recommendations? My spread for GJ is 4 pips. IC Markets is really good. There's Vantage FX is really good. You can go to that. I use Dominion Markets. Do you recommend using price action and zone strategy together? I don't know what a zone strategy is, but price action is what, like, once you understand price action, you really understand that zones are just areas where price is most likely to go. In GSL, candle retrace, I closed early and missed the move. If you closed early and missed the move, I think what you need to do is you need to maybe focus on letting a small position run. Should I stop using Hugo's way? That's up to you, man. That's like asking, hey, should I stop drinking milk? I mean, how should I know what's good for you? I mean, come on, man. Oh, look at this price on GA. Look where it fell to. Wow, crazy. Clean candles to the left-hand side, volume, and boom, straight down. Crazy move on GA. Some craziness happening over here. 37, 40 pip move over here. Can we move down to this area here? That's the question now. Wouldn't it be safe for 967 to break on GJ? Yeah, I mean, you can look at 967, but I'm going to be looking at for price to break above this area and then anticipating volume to continue driving price up. I think this was the news on Australian dollar. Oh yeah, it was the news on Australian dollar. Oh, they had rate statement. They kept the rates the same. See, if they kept the rates the same, this means it's good for US dollar. If they kept the rates the same, it's good for the US dollar. Oh no, Australian dollar, and that means pound AUD should actually be continuing down. Makes sense. Funny Blast, I want to meet you. Not with a name like that. You need to have a real name. Funny Blast. How are the gyms in Pakistan? Amazing. Should have made this move last year. If you upgraded from the Gulag, how many dumb questions does it take before you're booted from Zoom back to the Gulag? None. None. We have a really high filter. We have a really high filter over here. High tolerance here. Wow, GA really came down. Any relief from taxes since moving to Pakistan? No, not really. Oh, there we go. We're breaking above over here. Alright, took a buy position, stops below the current 30-minute candle, and anticipating price to continue bullish since we're moving in a pre-London volume time at this point. So the buy is executed right over here. Stops are kept below the current 30-minute candle. Anticipating to come up towards, I would say, at least 154, 050, 040. The way I'm going to be managing risk over here is that if this 30-minute candle closes back in the range, I'm going to close my entire trade, or if it closes below 153.920, because I want to manage risk. So I'm going to close everything at that point. The 15-minute candle is also about to close over here, so we're going to wait for the entire 30-minute candle to close. Alright, gold is also up at this point. Oh, pound AUD is still almost dropping over here. Is the drop on GA going to affect GJ? No, I don't necessarily think so. I think the drop in GA came from the news with the Australian dollar. So it shouldn't really affect it. So you can see right here, I got a position open on pound yen over here. It's a buy position using a smaller lot size because already used some of my risk today. So I want to protect my capital. That's why I'm using smaller lot size, up 2 pips. 2 pips, almost up 3 pips. Something's going on with my voice over here. Hey Raja, I DM'd you on Insta about someone pretending to be you. Yeah man, there are a lot of people like that who are pretending to be me. It is what it is. Can't really change that. Alright, what is there left to do in life when you have earned enough money? What is the next step after financial freedom? It all depends on your goals. My goal is to have enough passive income to pay for my rent, or no, to pay for my lifestyle, to run the kitchen basically. Have enough passive income. My goal is to buy land, to buy plazas, that's my goal. To buy plazas, rent them out, to see how much. Yeah, that's basically the goal at this point. And like at the same time, you don't know how much longer you have left to live, So my goal is to leave behind as much as I can for my kids. Land in Pakistan, bro? Yes. You'd be surprised how expensive land is over here. Some of the land is really, really expensive. Some plazas are expensive. We have expensive houses. We have houses cost for about, $4 million, $5 million, $10 million. This guy is a joke. Perfect. I told you, what's this? You just told I just only trade London session, then when you trade on GJ and gold. I am trading GJ right now. I'm in a trade on pound yen over here. Look, we're up about 3 pips. Should move up to above, I would say maybe up till here would be a good idea. Yeah, 154.080 should be a good target, around 12 pips over here. We'll see. I'm a 20-year-old, nothing but positive thoughts on my trading journey. That's amazing, man. Positivity goes a long way. Goes a very, 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 very long way. You guys remember this one thing, right? Always remember this one thing. Sometimes when you start something new, or when you start a new business or a new venture, we have this habit of telling everyone about it, you know? And not everyone's going to be supportive of it. Not being supportive in a way that they'll tell you, hey, it's a bad idea. They won't understand that. So when I started this whole journey, I didn't tell anyone because no one had any business in knowing what I was doing, you know, because if I told them, they wouldn't understand it. And when people don't understand things, oh, we're coming up to Simon's imaginary resistance here, 154. Imagine if you reject 154 and then yeah, that's going to be a whole nother thing if you reject 154. But really anticipating it to break above 154 and continue bullish. Damn. Simon is watching. He's like, yeah, fucking Raja Banks. He's going to get it now. Hope not, man. Hope we break above this area and continue on till 154, 040, 050. What did you do with your SRT? I sold it. Can you make your trading view black? It is black, man. How much black do you want? Do you want it burnt? Alright, hold on. Like this? Oh, this is nice. This isn't bad. A little gray and black variant over here. Would you close 50% when GJ came back to your entry? Yes, I will. I will. If pound yen comes back to my entry point, I'm going to close 50%. And then I'm going to leave the rest running. Yeah, so we'll see. We shall see if 154 is a strong psychological level where we reject this area, or will the candles look to the left hand side and continue this move up because we already continued moving down through this area. That is the question. It's just a question of a question. If big banks are whales, does that mean Raja is a shark and Gulag is a school of fish? I think I'm a starfish because I stick to my ideas. And if they work, they work. If they don't, then yeah. What area of Pakistan is expensive? The capital. The capital is really, really, really expensive. Islamabad. Homes for sale. You look at this right here. Show you some property here for sale. Let's take a look right over here. 20. Oh, that's not bad. 20 crore. That is around. That's around that's around. I can't do the math right off my head at this point. 20 crores is what? 20 crore is 200 million. 200 million rupees. $2 million. Yeah, almost $2 million. 1.8 million, something like that. All right, $2.5 million. Yeah, something like that. Gold is also rejecting 1806. See, I think gold may set up for a New York session, right? If someone's trading New York session, pre-New York, gold may set up for a New York session, right? Because if we're rejecting 1806, and if it does retrace till like 1802, 1801, there's a high probability it's going to continue up to retest the highs. You know, very high probability it can do that. Can we buy gold at this point? At this point, it's going to be very, very risky to buy gold. Do you use partial stop loss feature and out the partial stop loss at break even? No, Not necessarily. Oh, we're coming back to my entry point. So I closed half right here. Closed half right at this point. So I guess Simon was right. 154 did get rejected. Sorry, Simon. I have to apologize to Simon. But now, since I closed 50% of my position over here, you can see right here, right? You go to history, I closed 50%. Closed 50%, and now I'm leaving the rest running, right? Because if I close the whole thing, and if price does continue up to my take profit, I'm going to feel like a dummy, like, oh man, it went to my profits. Shit, should have held it, you know? So I closed 50%. That if we do continue to my take profit, then at least I'm going to be in the trade, you know, at least I'm going to get something out of the trade. So we'll see what happens now. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at this house. $3 million. Oh wow, this is almost $9 million. This house over here in Islamabad. $9 million. Around 20,000 square feet. Wow, this is insane. $9 million home. Oh, it's got bathroom stalls. What? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's for the swimming pool. Crazy. Crazy. It's like a compound. $9 million. But the thing is, when people buy homes over here, they don't buy homes on installments. They don't do that. They buy homes cash. There's no concept of mortgage. I mean, there is, but the rates are really expensive, so they prefer buying homes with cash. So whenever someone buys a home, they buy it with hard cash. You know, so people got money over here. In Canada, US, most it's just mortgages, you know, but they buy homes cash. Do you pay taxes on your house? Yes. After a final purchase, you just pay tax on that. Do you think I should continue to hold gold if my break-even is below 1800? If your break-even is below 1800, yeah, you can. I think if you're looking at break-evens, I think it should be at like 1798, 99, somewhere over here. You know, because if price does come down, you got to look at these things, right? If price does come down, you got a minor support right here, 1801. You got a minor support over here, right? So you're expecting price to reject this area and go up. And if we break this area, I'm going to be right back. Alright, what's going on over here? Oh, pound yen is coming back in the range over here. We got 4 minutes left. See now, if we look on the 15-minute time frame, now we can further manage our risk. I mean, I can further manage my risk, right? So what I'm going to do is, at this point is, actually, let's just wait. Because if we come below 153.920, I'm going to close another 50%. And yeah, because we still got some time left for the candle to close. It's not Simon's fault. Simon was correct about 154, so my apologies to Simon if Simon is still here. But the war is not over. This is still open at this time. Yeah, so talking about gold, right? We got a minor support here. Ideally, you're waiting for price to come down to reject this area to continue bullish. If we break below, then you're looking for price to reject this area to continue bullish. So we're basically at this time, I think it may happen during, I would say, pre-New York, or even if you start breaking above 1806 at London Open, we can get that move up, you know, because it's gold. Like, we never know what gold's going to do. If we cannot open our society in the next few weeks, then we must ask ourselves when we'll be able to return to normal. Man, over here, everything's open. Pakistan, things are open. They're legit open. You can go to restaurants. We've been to like 6 different restaurants since we came back here. We want to go for lunch? All right, let's go for a restaurant. We're going to go for dinner? Let's go to a restaurant. Going to go for high tea, buffet? Let's go to a restaurant. Everything's open over here. Pound yen is still back in the range over here now. Pretty good. Outside of the range. Jason X, your hair looks amazing. Thank you. For people who don't know, I got a hair transplant 4 months ago. Look, so crazy. This thing came out so amazing. Look at this. Wow. You can't even tell. When does your pad have a pool? Does your pad have a pool? No. No, my pad doesn't have a pool. There's a lot of maintenance, man. We can just go to a pool and swim there. I'm interested to learn to Forex, but how to learn Forex? The best way to learn Forex is on this website right here. I'll tell you this right now. babypips.com. This is the best place to learn Forex, and you need a special juice. The first juice is Market Fuel, and the second juice is right over here. Fruit Vitals Chaunsa Mango. It's new mango juice. Second entry for GJ. Let's see here. It's very tricky because the 30-minute candle is about to close, and we're closing above this support, this resistance, which is really good. Looking at the smaller time frame, yeah, I think if you can break above 154, I think that could be another opportunity to maybe add a position to continue up. But since I'm already in this trade, I'm not looking to add another position. I'm just looking to ride it above 154. Which session is best to trade GJ and gold? London and New York. Best sessions to trade, because if you look at it this way, right? If you're looking at to trade pound yen, you're looking at pound yen and saying that, okay, which session is pound open? So the only session pound is open is the London session. The only session gold is open is during the US session, and like, you know, sometime during the London session we also have some moves too. What if it rejects 154 again? Then there's no trade, you know, then it's basically rejection at 154. What's the price of your new house? I can't disclose that again. How often do you need to go for hair transplant clinic? It's a one-time thing. It's a one-time thing. See, hey, listen, guys, if someone's out there, we have around what, how many people here? I don't know, 1,500 people, whatever, right? Watching this right now, and some guys are thinking about getting a hair transplant, get it done. You know, if you feel like you want to get it done, just get it done. You will not regret it. Would you close full position at entry, or would you manage risk? I'm gonna let everything open at this point, because look, if we're looking at the 15-minute candles, these 15-minute candles, this is a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low over here, right? I'm gonna close another 50% if this 15-minute candle breaks below the previous 15-minute candle. That's where I'm gonna close another 50%, and I'm gonna leave the rest running. You know, so you're managing risk as price moves, you know, as you make lows and highs and this and that. But looking at gold at this point, man, seems like gold's going to continue moving bullish from here. Look at the 15-minute. We're breaking above this area, right here, if we're breaking above this area, filling the wick 1806 and on their way to 1808. At what age do you recommend a hair transplant? I mean, I don't know. I think close to 30. I would say close to 30. Why do you hate Apple MacBooks? Because you can't run anything on a MacBook. You can't run most things on MacBooks. And if you sell a MacBook, you can buy 2 Windows computers, which run faster than MacBooks. Oh, there we go. We're coming closer to the low of the 15-minute candle right here. And I'm going to be closing another 50% using magic keys. I don't have the on-screen keyboard over here. I just have the physical one here. So I'm going to close half as it comes down. Actually, at this point, I'm going to close half because I've been in this trade for a while. Yeah. If it comes down a little bit more, I'm going to close half over here. Alright, can you take a look at US 30 please at 15 minutes and analyze? I think it's going to be much better if you sent a chart. Okay. Do I want to close half right now, or do I want to wait for price to break the low at 900? Yeah, I think I'm going to wait till 900, 153, 900. I really get excited at managing risk. Managing risk, man, is the most exciting thing, because when you can manage risk, you can really see how much you've managed your risk on your lot size, you know. So US 30 looking at 15-minute time frame. We are difficult, man. This is difficult. We got a resistance at 34,880. Yeah, it's difficult over here. We got a support over here. You're looking at 15-minute time frame, kind of like ranging at this point. Yeah, it's difficult over here. Will you stream during FOMC? FOMC is going to be at 11 p.m. my time. 11 p.m. my time. So yeah, I don't think there's anything happening at FOMC. Unless there's interest rates, I may be able to do that because it's nighttime for me and that's okay for me to stream. But yeah, unless there's interest rates for the US dollar, I don't think there's anything happening over here. I mean, we may get some move in there, but I don't think anything big is going to happen. We got unemployment on Thursday here as well. So, oh wow, look at that. We're rejecting this area. Perfect. See? Higher lows. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high. What does that mean? Higher lows and higher highs. What does that mean? Uptrend. Right? So, man, this trade requires a lot of fucking patience over here. Been in this trade for a minute. Gold is also now starting to move up over here now, as expected. Do you have an extra unit of magic keys I want to buy from you? Let me see. Let me look in my bag over here. Let me see if I have an extra unit. I have a hard disk. I have a hard disk over here. I have... What's this? Oh, there's my floss. My floss is in the bag. I was looking for this floss all this time. I got a new one anyway. I don't have an extra pair of magic keys. Oh yeah, I do. Here it is, right here. But this is the older one. This is the first version of magic keys right here. The very first version. This is really heavy. This is made of aluminium. This is really, really heavy. This is a really good book. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Read this book on the plane on the way to Pakistan. And then read half of this book too. Stephen King. It's called Later. Really, really good book. That's it. Alright. Pound yen still up. Still open. Can hardware owners also download virtual keys? Yes. So email email Magic Keys and they'll let you know about that. Is there a manual for it if I bought Magic Keys? There is a manual sort of deal. I mean, if you go to Magic Keys, installation, you got features, you got features are right here, and then you got the key descriptions over here as well. You got full key descriptions, complete key descriptions here, parameters, descriptions, everything. And then if you go to youtube.com, we have a lot of really good influencers who have made like really good videos. Oh, by the way, believe it or not, Anton Creel knows about Forex family. So yeah, if you go to Magic Keys, yeah, go to Magic Keys. There are a lot of people who've done reviews on Magic Keys, so yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh wow, damn, I saw this too. What's your favorite food? Chicken. Haven't watched you in a few months. Why you're trading in London now? Because I moved countries, so this time suits me best. I found it hard to install MT5 and oh, close half. See, this is where Magic Keys comes in handy. Thing broke the low, I instantly closed half. Instantly pressed close half and it just closed half instantly. See right here, right? Got 2.5 running. I'm gonna close the whole thing right here. Close full. So closed the entire trade right here. Damn. Came down super hot. Super hot came down. So look at this. Look, 20 lot, lost $600. Managed my risk, you know, small loss. Big winners, small loss. Managed my risk. Are you going to place another gold trade? No. Am I going to place another pound yen trade? Possibly. We'll see what happens at Lenovo. What's the difference between close half and close full? Fuck, man. Why? I don't even know, man. No idea. So let's focus on pound yen over here. Why would someone ask that? What's the difference between close half and close full? This cup has half water. This cup has full water. What's the difference? Oh my god. I bet you took the vaccine. I guess that's the difference right there. Bro. Oh man. Crazy. That's why you're in the gulag, man. Man, oh man. What is 2 plus 2? 9? Wish I could just strangle the guy. Hey man, wake up! Is it too? It's too early for you right now. Go back to bed. Do you ever think people ask questions to troll you? Sometimes, but the way they type it, it just shows that it was a genuine question. Yeah, so basically we're creating this resistance over here now on pound yen. How can I contact you to buy Magic Keys? You can't contact me, you gotta go contact Magic Keys. Liquidity grab on GJ, I'm still in with half risk because 30-minute lows are being respected. Oh, okay, that's an interesting. Oh yes, Mr. J. Very, very nicely done. Very, very nicely done because the 30-minute lows are being respected. Very nice. The only reason I closed everything because I took 3 trades today. Yeah, 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. How do you show stats? Show stats. Okay, so I'm 52% profitable on pound yen and 66% profitable on gold. Not bad. I'll take that. All right, gold is still for the win over here. Gold should continue moving up. I mean, we got London Open coming up right now. 30-minute candle is about to close. We're at this rejection area on gold. Now, looking at the smaller time frames, we're seeing a minor support being formed. And if this minor support is held, I think London Open can continue moving price up rather than having a correction. So we got to wait for it to see how this candle is going to close. Pre-London, London Open is extremely tricky. So we'll see if we break above 153.980 and continue pushing bullish or not. Because we did a simulation this Saturday, and man, it was really difficult. London Open, volatility, those wicks, man, just so insanely difficult. If I buy MicroFleet digital drive, can I watch it without waiting for the DVD? Yes. Is it difficult to get a Pakistani citizenship? Yes, very difficult. First of all, to come to Pakistan, you need to be invited by a local. So a local has to invite you to come to Pakistan, have to send you an invitation letter. Because when you apply for the visa, they'll ask you, hey, do you have an invitation to come to this country? Like, what's the deal? And then you'll say, yeah, here you go. Raja Bank sent me an invitation. Now I can come to the country. How do you know the difference between managing risk when in drawdown compared to letting your trade breathe when in drawdown? That's a very good question. So the difference between managing risk while in drawdown is that if, let's say, so what I was looking at was, I was looking at the 15-minute candles, right? If the 15-minute candle, till it didn't break the low over here, I was still in the trade. I didn't close half, didn't do anything, I was still in the trade. Once it broke the low, that's the point where I closed half. So some guys are in these buys based on a 30-minute time frame, and I think they'll get that move up over here. Is that they were holding the trade since the candle didn't broke the previous candle's low, right? So they were holding the trade. But if this candle broke the low of the 30-minute time frame, then they would have managed risk while in drawdown. So that's the difference between holding a trade while in drawdown versus, the other thing. Can you go over the spreads for some pairs? What do you want me to go over? Like, you want to look at the spreads? There you go. There's the pound yen spread, 1.2, 1.3, gold spread, 2.5. You got, what? New Zealand CAD, 2 pips, 0.6 pips. Euro CAD. Oh, 1 pip, 1.2 pip on pound. When you execute trade on GJ and gold yesterday, you can see it in the recap. You can go back to the live stream and you can see where I executed those trades. I got a feeling. Are you invested in crypto? No, I took out all my crypto holdings. Are you doing London session because you're in Pakistan now? Will you be moving there for good? Yes, I'm going to be here for a good while. How do I get the spread table on MT4? Press F10. If you enter a trade, but then it starts consolidating, do you exit the trade? I don't necessarily exit the trade. If I'm going to enter the trade, I'm going to understand if this is the time when there should be volume in the market. That's what I'm going to do. If the time is when there is no volume in the market, then I won't be entering that trade. How often do you stream here on YouTube during the week? I try to stream every day. So I'm going to be here tomorrow as well, and we'll see what happens. How do I click buy and enter a trade? Okay. All right. Simon predicted resistance. Yes, that's true. If Simon comes here tomorrow, I'm going to send him a gift. He was correct about 154. Man, if you guys listen to the roast session there, It was my bad. I feel like a dumbass now. It is what it is. Can you commentary in Punjabi for 30 seconds? I can't speak fluent Punjabi. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੈਂਡਲਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੱਕੋ ਤੇ ਕੈਂਡਲਸ ਬਣਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਵੇ ਨੀਚਾ ਉੱਚਾ ਤੇ ਉੱਚਾ ऊंचा नीचा. How is MT5 hard to install? It's not hard to install, man. MT5 is not hard to install. All you got to do is go to dominionmarkets.com and then go to trading platform and download MetaTrader. That's all what you got to do. You click that. Oh, yeah, and then you just download it. It's gonna get downloaded. Where did you take your previous trades? I took them on gold. I mean, I took them right over here. Took them one right over here on gold, 1800, and took another one. Took pound yen down here once we broke above, and took another buy. Oh, and then took another buy right here, and then managed my risk. So we got the new 15-minute candle starting now on pound yen. We're still consolidating at this time. Thank you so much, Raja. We really learned a lot from you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Why does Dominion Market doesn't work on MacBook? Please make a version for Apple users. MacBook, I don't know. I think you can still use MetaTrader 5 through Parallels or some virtual something. Does MT5 sum up your lot sizes? Yes, it does. All right. Ooh, perfect. Look at this, right? So look at this. We're breaking below the lows on the 15-minute time frame. This means a retracement is on its way right now. Retracement for probably London session to continue up, or maybe setting up for pre-New York or whatever. Thanks, Raja. I just made $50 on $100 account trading gold in less than an hour. Oh, nice. Good job, Jason Bussell. So yeah, pound yen is still ranging at this point. How much have you made so far on this session? 13,000, 12,900 something. Yeah, 12,900. But it doesn't do you any good just by looking at this, because I did what? What was this? I did 4%? 4%. Yeah, 4% of my total balance. It's not about the amount, it's about the percentage. So it's around 4% today. Do you stream daily? Yes, I try to. Which crypto exchange you use? I use Coinbase. How much okay. It's about off topic, but when simulating gold, are you using real or fixed spread? I'm using fixed spread when I'm simulating. So I'm using around 2 pips, 3 pips spread to make it realistic, because realistically gold has like a 2.5 pip spread. So that's what I use. Would you buy if you break 15-minute high? Would I buy pound yen if we break above this area? I'm not going to buy, but I'm going to do paper trade. Okay, yeah, if I'm doing paper trade, this is where I'm trying to execute buys for price to continue up. So this is where my paper trade is going to go, because we're breaking above this high for price to continue bullish. Stops are obviously below the 15-minute candle, and at this time it should break 154 and continue to 154 100. Chakte Pate GJ, Chakte Pate, let's go. The trade you took is at Tokyo lunchtime. How would you know the price is going to break consolidation on gold? Does it from big candle sign of volume coming? Yes, it's a sign. It was a sign of volume coming on gold because we were consolidating. I mean, I talked about this move on the YouTube stream, so you might want to go back in the stream and maybe look at that because I basically talked about all that, like what made me take that trade. Focused on pound yen now. Can you review this trade, please? All right, let's take a look at this. What do we get out of the mentorship? Nothing. What do you do to simulate trading? Soft for FX. Oh, wow, look at that. We're coming up over here. Do we should be extra careful with impulse entries in London session? Depends. Sometimes you can get good entries. Sometimes, it's it depends from chart to chart. Like right here, I think it was a pretty good impulse entry because candle closed with no wick here at the top. Next one broke the high, respecting the low. So I think it was a pretty good opportunity for price to move up. Now we're moving into London Open. So London Open is going to bring in a lot of volume as well. So now just the way how this candle is going to close above 153, 970, 980, I do anticipate London volume to continue driving price up. Looking at this chart over here, exit on break of bearish candle high. Oh, it was a sell. Oh, daily time frame. Litecoin 4 hour 30 minute. Yeah, I guess it went against you. I'm not too well versed on cryptos, so I can't really answer that question the way I would want to. Are you not scared of losing? Are you not scared of loss using bigger lot size? No. Bigger lot size, it depends on how big your account is, right? You got a $200,000 account, you can use 20 lots, you can use 30 lots, 40 lots. If you got a $20,000 account, you can't use 20 lots. I mean, you can, but then loss is going to be something that's going to make you scared, right? Oh wow, look at that move, man. Pound yen, amazing. We broke 154. I'm no longer apologetic to Simon now because we broke. But yeah, but like we did break this area. Ooh, secured 10 pips over here. Nice. Can I grow $40 account? Yes, but it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. Oh wow, look at that move, man. Beautiful, amazing. Whoever's in this trade on pound yen, man, clap yourself. If you've held it from before, if you're holding it, you're securing profits. Beautiful move over here. 15-minute candle respected the lows. Looking at the 30-minute time frame as well, we respected the lows. Just amazing volume coming in on pound yen. Gold is well about to close in about 5 minutes, so we're going to see what happens. I'm so glad you were back. I was suffering. Oh. When are you going to copy trade? Probably in August. Sometime in August. We'll try to get that done. Just gotta settle down and get some things done. I found out yesterday that the place we're moving into, they don't have fiber. They don't have fiber internet. So we'll see how well that goes. I hope we straight push up and don't retest 154 at the candle open. Yeah, I think so too. We should continue pushing up from this area. Pakistan has fiber internet. Yes, but the place where I am doesn't have fiber. Can we, since many are emotional with money naturally, was it ever difficult closing trades and slight drawdown regarding a fast-paced trading strategy? Or was risk management skill learned over time? Risk management skill was learned over time. It wasn't from the get-go. In the beginning, whenever I used to go in a little bit of a drawdown, I would close out the trades. I would get scared, But slowly, I started to understand that okay, sometimes when you do close your trades in a small drawdown and the trade goes in your favor, you feel like, oh, I should have just held it, right? But that's something I learned over time. So instead of closing the entire thing, I focused on closing partials, closing 50% and letting the rest run. Gold is also consolidating here before London Open, and I'm looking to see if we can get a buy above 1806 or 1806.50 to continue to 1808. Can you explain copy trade? Probably when we start, I'm going to explain it, how it works, and how you'll be able to participate in it. Dedicated hyperlamp P2P set connection. Yeah, I was looking at that too, but we need a pretty long wire. That has to be around, I'd say, like 200 meters, 300 meters, and it's really expensive. If I can have a good week, I might be able to do that. But other than that, we'll have to wait a little bit. Let's see here. How many trading strategies did you try before sticking to one? I tried everything, man. I tried Fibonacci's, I tried stochastics, MACD, divergence, EMAs, Bollinger Bands, RSI, MACD, everything. And the only thing that worked for me was looking at candles and reading what the candles are saying. That's all it worked for me. Light beam, okay, I'll take a look at light beam. What's your target in GJ? Target is around 154.100. We should come up to 154.100. That's a pretty decent target. The candle is about to close in about 2 minutes. Also keeping an eye on gold over here. If we start to break above 1806.50, that would be a pretty nice move coming up. But the target on pound yen is 154.100. Also keep in mind that as the London session opens here in about 2 minutes, there could be a lot of volatility, you know. Will the Gulag be able to participate in the copy? Yes. What's the reason to withdraw from crypto rather than directly to bank account from Dominion broker? Any broker you go to, if you deposit via credit card, you can only withdraw via credit card. It goes the same for the banks as well. You're the god of Forex scalper? No. No, please don't make me any god. I'm not. I'm just a regular guy who knows how to read candles and who can execute on candles. That's it. Since you have changed the London session, I guess we won't see any guests coming into stream. We'll try to get some guests on. There are a lot of people who are up at the London session, so we'll try to get something on. Deposit withdrawals from ACH has fees? No. Oh wow, look at that. We're coming up towards 154.100. We are coming up to 154.100. We're at 154.6. Oh, 69. 69. Can we get 80? Do we get 80? 20 seconds left. Do we have 80? 154.80. 080. 154.080. We're 070. 070. Oh, coming down. The London Open is about to start at this point now. In 10 seconds, can we get to 154.100? Oh, 070. 070. 070. 080. Do we have 080? Okay, volatility, no! This is what I was afraid of with the London Open volume. Just crashed. Closed my position in drawdown and my TP has been hit. One for the journal. Yeah, that's why you let some positions run. Man, London Open went straight down. Raja, Spain versus Italy, who will win? I honestly have no idea who's better or who's worse. But if I were to do, let's flip this phone. Top is Spain, bottom is Italy. Top is Spain. I think Spain's going to win. Okay, I think this was a big retracement here on this candle. If we're getting this retracement should mean If we break above the high, we can continue up, just like what happened right over here. Tapped into 154, almost 154. Do you now take trades based on 4-hour time frame because 4-hour breakout comes in more volume and accuracy? Sometimes yes. You know, sometimes yes, I do. Like right here, if you look on the 4-hour candle, yeah, 4 hours coming into clean candles here to the left hand side. We do have 154 100 in the books. I think we can get to 154 100. What's your normal win ratio? My normal win ratio is like pound yen. I've had like 52% wins, 36% losses. Oh, 11% break evens. Didn't even look at that. It's pretty good, I would say. A lot of break evens, lots and lots of break evens. You just changed my mind about trading. I just completed a course from the Institute of Islamabad, and when I saw you, I felt I knew nothing. Oh, there's an Institute of Islamabad. They teach courses there? I didn't know that. What's it called? Institute of Space Technology. Oh. It's interesting. On the 4-hour time frame, are you going to do the impulse entry? No, not at all. See this retracement, this volatility? Whenever there's volatility in the market, you got to wait for that volatile candle to close, right? So we did a simulation session on Saturday, and what we found out was that when London opens, there's a lot of volatility, right? And we waited for the 30-minute candle to close, and then we let the rest run after that. It's 12 p.m. right now. I'm going to have to leave in about 30 minutes. But yeah, let's see whether this retracement is a retest to continue on. Institute of Trading Tricks Islamabad. Let's take a look over here. Institute of Trading. Oh, there we go. Institute of Trading Tricks. Okay. Interesting. They don't have a website. Where are you located? What are your hours? For better future in trading, our trainers and all the students. Oh, interesting. How trading comes in preparation. Nice. Probably I can be a guest over here or something. Let's look at the services. 15,000. Oh, course online, offline. Certification. Interesting. You got a price for certification. Free reviews. Got nice reviews over here. Some photos too. Looks like I'm going to have competition. In Vancouver, they have online trading academy in which they give you a $50 tablet for just showing up. Online trading account. Oh man, look at this retracement. Yeah, there's no buyers on pound yen now. They're gone. Now when we look to the left hand side, let's see if there was some sort of a resistance here or not on the 30-minute time frame. 154.060. Yeah, I know, a little bit of wicks over here, but we tried. What's your maximum drawdown in percentage? My max drawdown in percentage is, let's see if we can see over here. It's not present over here. No, it's not present over here. Drawdown in percentage. It's not over here. Are you in gold buys? No, I'm not in gold buys. I may be looking at buys above 1806.50. Yeah, 1806.50. 1806.50 gold buys would be a perfect ideal setup. Right here, 1806.50 for price to continue up towards 1808.50. 50, 20 pips away, and then continue on towards 30 pips and so on. Hey, take care. Invest in yen. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey Raja, massive appreciation. Would you please talk about the market fluidity intake and the prices? Is it a lifetime subscription to? Yeah, so we're having a mentorship intake. So every year we have 2 intakes. One we had in April. This one is going to be starting from the 15th July. It's basically a mentorship group. It's a Slack group. It's a community we built. We do bi-weekly webinars. You can participate in those webinars. Those are refresher webinars. We have the whole course content over there. You can send charts, review charts. It's basically meant to show you the proper, I wouldn't say the proper way of trading, but like to really understand how to read candles, because at the end of the day, when I started trading, I looked at all these indicators, and then I looked at this thing was that, okay, if I can't read candles, then I can't basically trade, because all you see is candles. No matter how many indicators you put on, I mean, let's say we put on whatever this is, advanced decline ratio, right? No matter whatever indicators you put on, if you can't read candles, you can't trade properly. That's all what that's what I believed, So I spent time looking at candles, managing risk. Risk management was a huge part. If you look at this right here, if I go to my, let's go to entire history over here. Entire history. So you can look at the losses, right? Focused on keeping my losses small. That's all what I focused on. Keeping my losses small. You keep your losses small, your winners will always seem bigger than your losses, right? If you can really manage your losses. The most recent trade was this right here, $600 loss. Really manage my loss in front of you guys. But sometimes, you can get losses in a row. But look at this, you're managing losses. 20 lot, $1,000 loss. 20 lot, 10 lot, $600 loss. 30 lot, $900 loss. You're managing losses. Then look at this, 30 lot, $3,000 win. This was a dumbass trade I took. But it's just fact that you're really managing losses at the same time. Let's take a look at this chart. So it's going to start, registration is going to start on 15th July, and it's going to go all the way till the end of August, so you can sign up in the middle. It's lifetime access. There's no monthly fee, nothing. Alright, so broke the high too soon, waited for entry to form entry, even broke the wick, secured 10 pips. Beautiful, secured 90%. Closed 50% over here. Oh, nice. Held because we didn't break the 30-minute low. Beautiful. I started with $3,000 account and brought it down to $1,000. I never made a withdrawal ever. Just won the GG trade. Should I withdraw their profit and pay phone bill? Because right now it's a game. Yes. Yes. If you won the trade, withdraw something and pay your phone bill. Be happy and tell everyone you paid your phone bill through Forex. Man, listen. The most powerful thing you can do is withdraw profits and pay a small bill. If you can withdraw profits and pay a small bill, it's amazing. There's no better feeling. How much is a lifetime membership? That's going to be around $500. Can I buy magic keys directly from you? No, I don't have any magic keys with me. Where can I sign up? Everything is going to be on my Instagram. This is my Instagram right here. So go to my Instagram, look through my profile, see if it makes sense to you. If it makes sense, then it's going to be all open on 15th July. Magic key work on all brokers? Yes. When you start teaching Forex in Pakistan, probably in about 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, have to set up an office. Just talk to the tax lawyers who got those things figured out. Have you found trading gold easier than GJ this year? Yes. GJ has been a lot of range. It's ranged a lot. Gold has had really nice solid moves. Why have you blocked me on Instagram? Probably you were being a dumbass, so that's why I blocked you. Which broker is best for Indian traders? I have no idea. Would you recommend trying to compound an account or going FTMO route? When you first become profitable, I think it's better to go with when you first become profitable, I think if you're profitable for maybe 2 months at least, FTMO is the right step, or even funding talent. Have you used high risk in the past to grow an account exponentially? Yes. This account right now, I'm trying to get it up to 1 million, but pound yen is not giving me those moves. I'm trying to get it up to 1 million. Brought it up from 50,000. I don't know, take this as inspiration or whatever, but look, brought it up from 50,000, withdrew 85,000 so far. Total profit was 339,739 minus commissions. In about 3 months, I think, 3 months. Pound yen, man, you'll have to see this a better market structure. This is not a good market structure. You'll have to see a better market structure. Probably something like maybe a candle forming like this. This will be a much better market structure with the anticipation for the next candle to continue up. You need to see a better market structure like this. Joined Forex family 3 months ago, coming from a swing trading style, and I was rushing everything. So in a month, I lost my FT Mon account, took months off. Now I'm back to full confidence and in love with scalping, price action. Man, that's awesome. When you really fall in love with the process, the way candles move, the way you're waiting for the candles to close, you really start to enjoy it. You know, the moment you start over trading or the moment you start over risking, you lose that enjoyment of trading. I tell this to people all the time, man, listen, just take 1 or 2 trades and really enjoy the process. If you can't enjoy the process from coming from the bottom to going all the way to the top, you're not going to be able to enjoy being at the top. You look at all the Instagram traders out there, they're constantly posting about their cars, they're posting about their lifestyle, they want validation. It's not like they're enjoying it, it's something different, you know. I mean, once you really start from the process, you love the process, you grind your way to the top, you don't feel the need to showing how you're living or your amazing lifestyle. You're just like, hey man, look, I'm taking these trades, this is how I'm taking these trades, this is how I'm winning these trades. You know, you start to enjoy the process, you start to show everyone else all that process too. And that's why we do the live stream. Like the reason I do the live streams is to show people the process. You gotta love the process. If you can't love the process, man, you're not going to love where you're heading at that point. Once I become profitable, is it better to keep adding money or sign up to FT Mon? It's always better to trade your own funds. That's all I'm going to say. It's always better to trade your own funds. If you can add, 2,000 a month, man, that's amazing. You're a rich guy, man. If you can add 2,000 a month to your trading account, that's blessed. You don't need FT Mon or Funding Talent or any other proprietary firm. You don't need that. But I want to relearn by your institute. Now can I get Pakistani account for a free payment, or should I? Man, why are you guys in a rush to pay? Don't pay. Like, just chill out, relax. Yeah, gold is just ranging at this point. Send an email to Market Fluidity and then someone's going to be in touch with you. I have lost over 5,000 real money in 4 months. Over trading, over risking. There's only 2 ways you're going to lose money. If you overtrade and you over risk. Are you enjoying Pakistani Chaunsa daily? Actually, I'm enjoying Pakistani Chaunsa mango juice daily. If you can find this juice, this is the best mango juice in the world. Hands down. Hands down. Hey coach, have been in a break-even position or a little bit in profit for, okay. Have journal, managed risk and proud of it, but still in this position, okay. Now, being in a break-even position, a trader is going to be in a break-even position for a very, very, very long time. Extremely long time you can be in a break-even position. It's like the same thing as, sometimes, some people, they reach their prime earlier on in life. Some people reach their prime later on in life. Like my son, he's 3.5, he can't speak properly, right? Kids younger than him can speak perfectly fine. So we know that, okay, it's going to take him time. Same thing with break even. Sometimes, you get out of that break even position earlier on, sometimes it takes longer, right? It has nothing to do with the way you're trading. You're trading the way you're trading. You're analyzing the charts. You're managing your risk at the same time. You're keeping your winners the same, but at the same time also, like, you really need to see how can you more reduce your losses. You know, if I was in a break-even spot, I would always focus on my losses all the time. Would focus on my losses. The second thing is, understand this. Focus on just 1 or 2 trades, because the more trades you take, the more commissions you churn, and those commissions eat out from your profits. You know, we don't understand how much commissions they eat in our profits. They eat a lot of our profits if you're over trading, and especially when you're over trading. Describing me now. Yeah, but it's a very tough position. The thing is, your winners are all going to stay the same. Your winners will never increase. Over time they will increase. Most of the time they will just stay the same. You know, sometimes we close positions. Maybe I think another thing is why we stay in a break-even position is because we over-manage our winners, right? Or we over-manage our winning trades. You know, I was talking to a guy and he was saying that, hey man, like, I close my partials based on 5-minute time frame or 15-minute time frame. I do that a lot. I think focus on 30-minute. Focus on 30-minute and the 1 hour and see how that goes. What's your thoughts on Daniel Savage? He was a part of Market Fluidity, and he was a very, very shady person. Extremely shady. The way he acted, the way it was just way too shady. So, I mean, I don't know. Does it have any benefit to start 1 hour trading before pre-London? Yes. Yes, it's always a good idea to start 1 hour before pre-London, so you can get used to the time when the volume starts to build up, right? So if you know there's going to be volume at 2 a.m. Eastern Time or 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time, it's better to just show up half an hour early to kind of like get in that phase and to get ready. Oh, look at that. We're about to break above 1806.50. 1806.50, about to break above this area. Pound yen is still whatever. Pound yen is closing the way we thought it would close on the 15-minute time frame here. Canada is not the same with that. Man, I don't miss Canada at all. Not even one single bit. Don't miss Canada. Taxes are high. Can't go to the gym. You have to wear a mask all the time. It's just so dumb. So dumb. The gyms are still closed. Before 3 minutes, can you explain the difference between closed half and closed full? Yes. Yes, we'll explain the difference between closed half and closed full. That's hilarious. Why did you move here? I always dreamt of going to Canada, studying there, driving trailers on borders of USD CAD. Just curious. The biggest reason I moved here was because I wanted my kids to really understand where I came from, where their roots are, to understand the social values, family values, religious values. You know, I really wanted them to understand that. I didn't want them to get stuck in a system where you're controlled by the government, you're controlled by debt, you're controlled by the way you work and function in society. Because I think in those parts where you're trapped in a monotonous system. You go to work, you come home, you pay your debt, you pay your mortgage, and then you repeat the cycle over and over and over and over again. You save for a retirement. Maybe if you live that long, you get your retirement, and then you're just like, all right, now what? You know, because not everyone can be an entrepreneur. I know my kids, I mean, there's a very slight chance they'll be entrepreneurs, you know. So I had to make that change. I had to bring them to a place where they can really learn how the real world works, you know. And then later on, if they want to go there for like university or college, you can, you know, they can do that. We still have our home over there. They still got their nationalities and whatever. So, you know, that was the main reason why. Second reason was the way Canada is handling this whole COVID situation. The first 3 months of the year were being consistent, but now things are going a little bit wrong. Oh, but always progressing every day. I'm only 20 years old and only 1 year in trading. Man, 20 years? I wish I was 20 years. I'm not going to say I'm 14 years ahead of you. You're 14 years ahead of me. You know, I'm 34, you're 20. and you have access to the same information I have. So you are way ahead of my time. Would you consider 15-minute on GG as a fake out? 15-minute as a fake out? No, because if you're considering this as a fake out, then you're considering this range as a tradable range, and this is an 8 pip range. This is not a tradable range. A better range for a sell will be below 153. I would say 820. This will be a better way to go down. When you opening your trading school in Pakistan, and will you be doing live streams in class there? Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see how that works. Will you teach your kids how to trade? No. I mean, they can do whatever they want. But I will teach them, I'll teach them the difference in making money, right? I'll teach them these two things. And I think when someone understands these two things, it's really important, right? Number one, if you want to make $1,000, you have two options to make $1,000, right? Number one option is that you can work for $20 an hour, but you're capped at 48 hours a week, right? You can make $1,000 this way. The second thing is you can sell a product, a service, or whatever for, let's say, $20 or $20 or $50, and you can sell it to whoever you want, whenever you want, right? And if they can understand that, okay, which is the fastest way to make $1,000, I think they'll be set for life. Whether they're comfortable doing the time thing or they're comfortable doing the effort thing. If they can understand the second option right here to make $1,000, I think they'll be set for life. Big difference between the two. The goal is to make $1,000. Which will go there first? The first one or the second one? Can you get your thoughts on possible GG idea? Let's take a look over here. Possible thoughts on pound yen idea. Looks good. Buys above 154.200. That's a very good idea. You have clean candles to the left hand side. I think if we do respect 154 for London session, see this right here. We're coming back. If we can close above 154. I think New York session can take price all the way up towards 154.200. And then looking on the 4-hour time frame, we can actually break this area to continue up towards 154.400. Schools never taught people those two things, and they never will. That's true. They never will, because as good as schools are, I think they're more focused on creating employees at this point. And don't get me wrong, employees are good. We need employees. We need people to fly the airplanes. We need engineers, we need doctors, we need all those people. But then some people are wired differently, and there's no curriculum in schools to address those individuals who are wired differently, right? That's my whole issue. So trading still is fun for you or boring? Trading got boring for me, which is why I do the live streams now. So live streams make it fun. Probably why Canada is one of the highest life qualities in the world. It's to each their own. If someone thinks it is high quality life over there, fine. If we were in Canada, my kids, they can't openly go to a park right now. They can't openly go to amusement park. They can't. Over here, man, we've been taking them everywhere. Every day they're outside. Alright, gold is back up towards 1806.50. Looking at buys above 1806.50 on gold. Do you have a house in a village? Yes, we have houses in our villages. We have goats, we have hens, we have peacocks. You got more excited talking about mango juice than making $14,000 profit. Yeah. Yeah, man. Sugar, it's pretty good. When you started, how do you learn to let your profits run and not close partial when they even haven't hit 10 pips? I had to make that change, I had to really make that change. So my biggest rule has been, when it comes to my entry point, I close 50% and I let the rest run. Do you actually like Manal's food or just the vibes? Just the vibes. The food is not that good. There's better food there. Can you try VSAMP order flow and I don't know what that is. What do you think about Audacity? I have no idea what that is. Should I wait for the candle to close? Absolutely. There's 5 minutes left. Hey, I'm new to your channel. Do you trade smart money? I have no idea what that is. Hey man, we can't use magic keys for trading. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can use magic keys on any broker you want. Do you enter trades off of 1 hour time frame signals? Sometimes, but just by looking at gold right now, if I was looking at the market beyond this point, I'd be looking at buys above 1806.50. And that's on the 5-minute time frame, because gold has a lot of volume, right? When gold has a lot of volume, it's going to move harder in smaller time frames. Pound yen, there's basically a retracement at this point coming into resistance. So if someone's looking for trades on pound yen, is looking for probably sells below 153.827. Oh, all right. Or you're looking for buys above, let's say, if candles they start closing above 153 or 154, but to be safe above 154.070. That'll be much better. Do you think GJ gives a lot of BJ? Raja since May? I have no idea what BJ is. Break? I have no idea. Sounded kind of wrong, but I have no idea. Like break joints? Or did you mean BR? Break and retest? R and J on the keyboard are 2 different locations. So you can't mix R and J because they're at very, very different locations on the keyboard. Yeah, I don't know. A friend of mine using robot for hour trading is getting $300 on $1,000 in 1 month using 5% account. Do you prefer a robot for trading? It depends. Alright, I'm going to head off over here, guys. Take care. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. I'm looking at buys above 1806.50 on gold. And probably looking at buys above 154.070 on pound yen for the New York session to continue on. But listen, only look for sells below 153.820 on GJ, below this area, because this is all bad range to trade. This is bad range. This is a no-no. So below this area right here, this is good range to trade. Good range and good range above here. So take care, everybody. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow. God bless, and like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. Adios.